Motormaster Monday continues, folks. Welcome to round 18 of the NOSSCAR Motormaster Series, the 2019 season of the NOSSCAR Motormaster Series, hosted right here on the NASCAR Heat 3 video game on the PlayStation 4 console. 22 drivers on the racetrack right now, qualifying for the Harrison 200 at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. And if you joined us earlier tonight, you saw this man, Dakota Bro, driver of the 00 Ford Mustang, wheel it to victory lane at Kentucky Speedway. Came down to 1/100th of a second between himself and Nick Don Francesco. Definitely go and check out the finish to that one after this broadcast. We are awaiting the invitation to tonight's main event here on Motormaster Monday. Points leader coming into the race, Jade Burr, looking to bounce back. Had some bad luck in the race earlier tonight at Kentucky Speedway, looking to redeem himself with perhaps a win or a top 3 finish if he's looking for playoff points. Another driver that experienced a whole lot of bad luck at Kentucky Speedway, Info in the number 88 car. There was only 2 major incidents in the entire Kentucky race, and he happened to be involved in both of them, just an innocent victim. In the wrong place at the wrong time. He surged back to a top 10 finish, though. Keith Ayers in the number 16 car, second in the point standings. Got involved in a couple of incidents at Kentucky Speedway. He finished outside of the top 10. We're going to see what the Motormaster Series drivers are made of here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. It's round 18 of the 2019 season. But I think we're only missing 1 or 2 races. We have every single race except for, I believe, 1 or 2 from 2019 here on the YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button to catch all the action from all 15 of our online racing leagues on 6 different video games and 3 consoles. Patiently waiting for the invitation. Quite a different challenge now for these drivers. They're going to be going from the high-banked, high-speed Kentucky Speedway, where draft is a major factor in the win, and we saw that earlier tonight. Wildest finish of the season by far. And now we're going to shift gears and go over to a shorter track, 1 mile in length, and a whole lot flatter. And these drivers are going to have to manage their tires and tread carefully when they have restarts after the stages. The races are divided into 3 stages. The top 5 receive points in stage 1 and 2. Stage winner receiving a playoff point. Just double checking that I did not miss the invitation. We're going to try this and see if... Ah, yes, it was the invitation, and they are racing, folks. On the pole, Jade Burr in the number 28, your points leader. And we're about to bring you live coverage of the Harrison 200 at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, round 18 of the 2019 NASCAR Motormaster Series season. Pardon me. Seen everything so far in 2019. Close finishes, fuel strategies, beating and banging. Then we go races where nobody gets involved in anything. Like, we've seen it all. And right now you're seeing Jade Burr lead the way with Anthony Trippi right behind him in the 22 in second. We're working lap 7 here in stage 1. Dakota Bro in the 00 in third. Stephen Corley in the 5 just made a nice move on Info to take the 4th position. There's Info in the 5th position now. So Jade Burr, Anthony Trippi, Dakota Bro, Stephen Corley, Info. That's your top 5. Michael Birch in the 6th position. BJ Thomas in 7th. Nice move by Michael Birch. Takes the position away from Info. Puts himself inside the top 5. Battle for second, Stephen Corley. Excuse me, battle for third, rather. Stephen Corley in the 5. Looks to the inside of Dakota Bro in the 00, and he clears him. Going down the back straightaway now, single file again. Heading into 3. Three different battles in the top 6 here. Battle for the race lead, or we did. Anthony Trippi bounces off the wall coming into turn 3. I don't know if Jade Burr maybe pinched him up there, or if he just simply ran out of real estate. We missed it, but he's still right there. The draft is not near as powerful as what we were seeing at Kentucky earlier tonight, but certainly does have an effect here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. And if Anthony can stay in the draft, and if he's consistently as quick or quicker than Jade Burr, he should be able to reel him back in. Info getting challenged for the 6th position now. DJ Thomas in the 99 right there with him. Position to BJ Thomas. Info fighting back on the inside now. Heading into turn 3. BJ took a really high line through 3 and 4. Got a good run out of the corner because of it. They touched a little bit. back up front, this is the battle for the lead. Jade Burr in the 28 car has the lead. These two drivers battling for second, but a moment ago they were 3 wide here at New Hampshire. Trying to figure out who's going to take over the top spot and try to run away to capture the stage win. Remember, stage wins award 1 playoff point and 5 regular season points, and the top 5 in each stage, stage 1 and 2, receive points. So it's critical that these drivers get everything that they can, especially since playoff season, in other words championship season, is fast approaching. Only a handful of races until the playoffs begin. I'll tell you what else is fast approaching. The conclusion of stage 1 is fast approaching. Six laps to go, 5 when they come back around to the stripe. They're chasing Jade Burr, who's having a great race here. He's got Thomas Geyer in the 42 just in front of him. Thomas might be able to... Oh, Thomas took a really high entry into that corner, made contact with the outside wall. He's trying to stay on the lead lap before the end of the stage. I don't think he's going to do it. And he might be able to stay the first car 1 lap down. Track in front of Jade Burr. Stephen Corley has taken the 2nd position away from Anthony Trippi. Michael Birch in 5th, and Info in the 88 car running in 6th. They're all within striking distance, just can't seem to make a move or get a good run, and they're running out of time to chase down Jade Burr. Jade Burr swept both Daytona races here in 2019, winning the Daytona 300 and the Power Source 300. First driver in NASCAR Motormaster Series history to do so. He's on a roll this season. He is the points leader. He's starting off the race here in New Hampshire the way he needs to if he's looking to add another win to his total. Next time around, he will be shown the white flag to signal the final lap here in stage 1. Following time around, he will receive the flag with the green and white checkers. But there's the white. Stephen Corley making a late stage charge. He's took a really low line into turn 1 there. Still got an alright run exiting turn 2. Going down the back straightaway, they're separated by about 3 car lengths. Going into the corner, it's more like 1. Corley drove it in, trying to see if he could get there. He couldn't quite do it. Jade Burr is going to win stage 1. Great effort by Stephen Corley to come from about, I think about 7 or 8 tenths of a second behind him there in about less than a lap, and then suddenly have a real shot at it. Anthony Trippi in 3rd, Dakota Bro 4th, it appears Michael Birch in 5th. Info finished in 6th. And the new guy, Tony Flyers, should give a call out to him, finishing stage 1 in the 9th position. There he is. Drivers in the race. 19 of them left on the racetrack. One driver pulled off with heavy damage due to an incident that we did not see. That had been only a single car, perhaps two-car incident, but we are green here in stage 2. Oh, jeez. They were 3 wide. They're doing all right so far. Successful 1 and 2. Still 2 by 2 heading into turn 3. 3 wide for the race lead. Stephen Corley exploring the racetrack and its race grooves. Couldn't quite find any grip up there, but he's still in 3rd. But Info in the 88 going with the 22 on the bottom. Jade Burr clears Anthony Trippi. Slides it down in front of him. Now the top 3, who's going to stay up? The top 4 now all single file at the front of the field. Now it's increasing. I believe it's the top 6. Solid battle for the lead. Anthony Trippi in the 22. Out front, Jade Burr in 2nd. Info in 3rd. Stephen Corley in 4th. Dakota Bro in 5th. It's your top 5, and they're the ones in position right now to get stage points. Don't look now, though. Here comes BJ Thomas in the 99. For the 5th position, and I believe Stephen Corley in the 5 might have found the apron, and in NASCAR Heat 3, everyone knows that if you catch the apron, the car will go sideways immediately. Many of the NOSSCAR Motormaster Series drivers have really learned the art of saving the car, and that's what it looked like Stephen Corley did, but he lost some ground to the race leader. Back to 4th now. Running a different paint job this week. Making it look good up there in the top 5, looking for stage points and perhaps his first win. Stephen Corley, it's amazing to say this, it's crazy, but he's winless so far here in 2019. No NOSSCAR wins for him in any NOSSCAR series, but then again, keep in mind, this is the only one that he enters. It's been very competitive. He's got a lot of playoff points. He's looking good for making it into the playoffs on points, but he would love to have a win. Jade Burr takes the lead from Anthony Trippi, and now we have a battle for the 2nd position. Info looking to the inside. The door was shut by Anthony Trippi in the 22, had enough room to do so. Stephen Corley took a higher line, looking for the run exiting turn 2. He found it. Looking for 3rd. He found it. So it's Jade Burr, Anthony Trippi, Stephen Corley, Info, and Dakota Bro. BJ Thomas in 6th, Keith Ayers in 16. Haven't spoken much about him. He's up into the 7th position. There he is, red and white Ford Mustang, went by there. He's got Joshua Colm Diaz right behind him, running in 8th. Michael Birch in 9th. Quite see who the 10th place car was. I believe it's the 19, and if so, that would be Peyton Larson. Back up front, the battle for the lead is still going. Jade Burr holding strong out front. Stephen Corley with a nice move to the bottom. Looked like they might have touched. Anthony had to get on the brakes a little bit, and he drops to the 4th position. Stephen Corley takes the 2nd position, but he's got his teammate right behind him, and he overdrove turn 3. Up into the wall he went, and he's looking to exit strong so he can hold on to the 2nd position. This is what Jade Burr, the race leader, wants to see. He is getting away. Stevens trying to run the line that he was running earlier in this stage, but the tires aren't quite as strong right now as they were then. Not sure what happened to Dakota Bro. He might even have a flat tire. I'm really not too sure because he is slow on the racetrack right now. I'm not too sure what's going on with Dakota Bro. And he is on pit road. Man, that's a tough deal. I'm not sure what happened to the 00. He is on pit road and apparently done for the day. And he was running in the 5th position when this happened. So it's Jade Burr out front there. You see him in the black number 28. And info right here in the 88. Yellow and white Chevy Camaro. In 2nd. And in 3rd, Anthony Trippi in the lime green and black, number 22 Ford Mustang. And Stephen Corley, a black and white Chevy Camaro, running in 4th. Oh, BJ Thomas got into the back of Joshua Colm. Diaz moved him up the track, cost himself some spots though. 3 wide down the back straightaway. We gotta be careful here. Michael Birch lifted, did the smart thing there. Keith Ayers got through everything okay. Joshua Colm Diaz got out of shape there and lost a couple of positions, but he's still knocking on the door to another top 10 finish here in a very successful 2019 season for him. Drivers have 3 laps to go here in stage 2. When they come around and hit the stripe, they'll have 2 laps to go. Jade Burr out front. This is the closest battle to the front, and it's for 3rd. Stephen Corley and Anthony Trippi. Just behind them, Keith Ayers battling for the 5th position with Peyton Larson in the 19. A little bit of contact there. The 22 and the 5 getting into it just a bit. Nothing too wild and crazy. They're coming around to the white flag. Trying to make a charge on Jade Burr, but he can't quite do it. Jade Burr in the 28 has dominated since the drop of the green flag. He's led the most laps. He won the pole, first of all. Led the most laps so far. Stage 1 winner. Now here he is in Stage 2, picking up another stage win. Another valuable playoff point as well, and more valuable regular season points for him, as he is still on top of the point standings. There's a bonus 5 playoff points awarded to the regular season champion. Jade Burr, Info, Stephen Corley, Anthony Trippi, Keith Ayers all receiving points in Stage 2. Peyton Larson in 6th, BJ Thomas in 7th. Michael Birch in 8th, Joshua Colm Diaz in 9th, and the new guy, Tony Flyers in 10th. Here we go. Their last opportunity for a pit stop under caution is over, and the green flag is in the air. Final stage at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Hopefully it's a clean restart, just like Stage 2. Oh, not so much. A couple of cars out of control. Wild restarts. For the most part, they held on to it, but man, they were 4 wide. And that's not how you want to restart. Out front, it's Jade Burr, Info in 2nd. BJ Thomas suddenly up there in the top 3. He's in 3rd, or he was. Anthony Trippi just took that back. Let's put BJ Thomas back to 4th, and that's Peyton Larson, 19, having the NOSSCAR run of his career, up there in 5th, having a solid performance. Watching the battle for the lead. Info looking to the inside. Couldn't quite do it. He had to tuck back in line behind the number 28. Keep in mind, he's the middle car. He's got to keep an eye on his mirror a little bit here and there as well. If Anthony Trippi gets a good run, he's going to try to overtake the 88. And if Info makes a move and the corner doesn't pan out, he's there to capitalize, but Info takes the lead, made it look easy. Nice pass through 1 and 2 using the inside line. Had a good run there. Now contact there a little bit. Jade Burr getting back to the inside of the 88. We have a battle for the lead again, side by side, coming to the start finish line. I think Jade Burr led that one. He's going to lead this one, though. We'll see. Info slides up into the 28. They're back single file. The top 4 are. They're all nose to tail. Jade Burr drove it in deep, trying to get to the bumper of Info. I think Info drove it in deep as well. They both had good corners, and they're going to stay 1-2 as they are right now. While all of this is going on, Michael Birch is battling for 5th with Peyton Larson, 38 in the 19. Here's Peyton. It's probably the best run he's had so far in NASCAR, and it comes at a good time. Just got Keith Ayers looking to the inside of him. Keith has a win this season. So sitting second in the point standings coming into this event. So Keith Ayers has had a very strong season. He's one better into these cars than Peyton Larson is, but Peyton doing a great job keeping Keith behind him at this point. Oh, and the lead has changed hands again. Jade Burr back out front. Back to the third position. Didn't see what happened there, but got a glimpse of it there for a moment when we were watching BJ Thomas's view there for a moment. The thing is, these guys are battling hard up here for the top 4 spots, and that's allowing Michael Birch and Peyton Larson and Keith Ayers to all start gaining a little bit of ground. Side by side for second and 3 wide, maybe not. BJ Thomas went all the way down on the apron and pulled it off with style, went all the way back up towards the wall without hitting it. Perfect corner by the 99. BJ Thomas making a little bit of contact with the outside wall coming out of turn 2. So any draft that the 99 had with the 22, he might have just lost. It's Jade Burr, Info, Anthony Trippi, BJ Thomas, and Michael Birch. That is your top 5, and they've settled down a little bit towards the front. This is the closest battle for position to the leaders. They might even be working together, I'm not too sure. That answers my question. Keith Ayers looking to the inside. This is a battle for the 6th position. Keith wants it. Peyton Larson trying to hold on to it. When he made contact with the wall coming out of turn 2, so Keith is going to take P6. That's Tony Flyers making his debut in the NOSSCAR Motormaster Series, running in the 8th position and gaining ground on the 19. Jade Burr has run down Info. He's closed the gap down to nothing. He's right there on the back bumper again, and any corner now he might be close enough to make a move down to the inside to try to make a pass. 37 laps to go. We're in the Harrison 200 at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, round 18 of the 2019 NOSSCAR Motormaster Series season. Hosted on NASCAR Heat 3 and live broadcasted on the NASCAR Series Racing YouTube channel. Hit the subscribe button there on our YouTube channel to catch all the action from all 15 of our online racing leagues. 6 different video games, 3 different consoles. There is a NOSSCAR series out there for everyone. Visit NOSSCAR.com for more details. Taking a short break from commentary. Not taking a short break of any kind for the action, though. You're watching your race leader info in the 88 machine. Try to run away from Jay Bird, the 28. Don't go anywhere. Commentary coming right back at you in a matter of minutes. Pardon me. Back to live commentary. As you can see, there are 4 cars off the racetrack, having a couple of them having engine issues, and a couple of them being involved in on-track incidents. And also you see Jay Bird, the 28, coming down pit road for service. Very well might be the only pit stop he needs to make here in the final stage on his quest to winning today's event. Info in the 88 is your leader. He has not come to pit road yet. In fact, nobody else has come to pit road yet. This might be some sort of interesting strategy call for the 2018. As you can see, with those fresh tires, he is able to pull away from Info. 7 laps to go. We'll have to see exactly what this does for Jade Burr, because I don't know if he can make it all the way on fuel, much less on tires. So it's going to be an interesting call, but he is going to gain some track position out of this for having those fresh 4 tires sooner than everybody else. Now Michael Birch is on pit road. Keith Ayers is on pit road. Thomas Geyer in the 42 car on pit road. Goes the 42, Thomas Geyer. He's running inside the top 10, having a good run. Anthony Trippi surrenders 3rd. He's on pit road. Info in the 88 car surrenders the race lead, comes down pit road as well. Again, it's going to be interesting to see where he is comes to the intervals with Jade Burr. Answers our question. Jade Burr about a full straightaway in front of Info. Oh, and he was looking to go around the outside of Dave Marks Jr., ran out of space, hit the wall, came back down into the right side of Dave. Now Dave gets out of Jade's way there. Doesn't want any more chaos. Cars still on the racetrack. Actually, Dave Marks Jr. running in the 3rd position has not come to pit road yet. But he does now. Dave Marks Jr. on pit road. Also in the 36 car, just came to pit road. He was running in the 2nd position. Now the cycle of pit stops is complete. And it's Jade Burr out front. Jade Burr, the race leader in Info, runs in 2nd. He's got a heck of a gap to close in if he's going to have any shot at winning this one. Keep in mind, he does have, I'd say, about 3 or 5, actually I'm going to go and venture to say 4 or 5 lap fresher tires than Jade Burr. It's going to really factor into this. He's going to be faster and he's going to gain ground slowly, but that's the problem. Slowly, he might not have enough time. Laps to go here in the Harrison 200 at New Hampshire Motor Speedway on NASCAR Heat 3. It's round 18 of the 2019 NOSSCAR Motor Masters Series. season. Jade Burr out front. The gap is now down to under 4 seconds back to info, and it was over 5. Just about 5 laps to go. Now it's down to 3.5. Info doing everything he can. He's digging deep. He's making these last 18 laps everything that they're worth, and he's going to try to charge up there and battle for this win. He spent most of this race battling with Jade Burr for the lead. Might be how it ends as well. And as for third, you got to go all the way back to Anthony Trippi, who is well behind your race leaders. BJ Thomas in the 4th position. Keith Ayers in 5th. Michael Birch in 6th. Thomas Geyer in the 42 having a good run. He's up in the 7th position. The gap is shrinking. Info is coming. He might have enough time. Might have used the draft from those couple of lapped cars to his advantage to gain a couple of tenths, because the gap is now down to 1.5 seconds, folks. And I can't blame Jade Burr for trying this, because pitting early the way he did definitely allowed him to get track position and establish a big lead over his competition. But even just that, those 4 or 5 lap fresher tires for Info, and whatever adjustments he could have perhaps made, who knows. He's there, and he's looking to the inside. This is a battle for the lead, and more than likely, this is going to decide who wins this race. Oh, they're side by side. They're close to leaning, but there was no contact. Info uses those fresh tires, puts them to good use, leads this lap, and takes the lead. Laps to go. Can he hang on for another 13 circuits around New Hampshire Motor Speedway? A lot of the NASCAR Motormaster Series fans have pointed their fingers at the number 88 car anytime they see him in our broadcasts or see photos of him on the NASCAR Facebook page. A lot of fans have him as their favorite, their pick to win the championship. He's got to win this season, looking for a second win of his NASCAR Motormaster Series career and second of the season. That's another valuable 3 playoff points. 30 regular season points, of course, but those 3 playoff points mean so much once the championship season begins. BJ Thomas having a good run, running in the 3rd position. His closest competition is Keith Ayers in the 16. There he is, running in 4th. Peyton Larson in the number 19, running in 5th. always have a tough time looking for the specific drivers. There's Peyton, running P5. Keep in mind he's about 21 seconds behind your race leader, but looking for a top 5 finish. Info puts Jeff Grady 1 lap down. Didn't talk much about him all race long, but he was running inside the top 10 for much of the day. Comes the first car 1 lap down here in the late laps here. 7 laps to go. And it looks like Info's going to have to deal with a whole lot of lap traffic before the end of this thing. 7 to go, and he's got about 4 or 5 of them. 4 of them. Right bunched together, not too far ahead of him. Looks like Joshua Cole-Diaz in the 90 and Anthony Trippi in the 22. I'm not sure what's going on with Anthony, because there was one point where he was running in the 3rd position. Now he's outside of the top 5 and about to go 1 lap down to your race leader. Classy move there by Anthony Trippi in the 22. He pulled down to the inside and he let the leader go. You can even see him lift early entering the corner. Now it looks like Info's saying, no, you guys go. And he's trying to play it safe. He's got a 6-second gap back to Jay Burr to play around with. Peyton Larson bounces off the wall coming out of turn 2, and if I'm not mistaken, this might be a battle for position. I'm not certain. Coming around now on the final lap, exiting the final turn. Info in the number 88 plays the right strategy and wins at New Hampshire. Second win of the 2019 NASCAR Motormaster Series season for him. 3 more valuable playoff points. And a terrific performance on the track here today. It's always awesome winning the main event, Motormaster Monday event. That's what he did. Jay Burr in second, B.J. Thomas in third. Final results here for the Harrison 200. Info wins. In second, you had Jay Burr in the 28. In third, you had B.J. Thomas in the 99. Keith Ayers in the 16 brings it home in fourth. Peyton Larson, best career finish in fifth. Tony Flyers making his debut, wheels it to a sixth place finish. Curtis Fields in the 35 machine finishes in seventh. Joshua Colm Diaz in the 90 finishes in 8th. Anthony Trippi finishes in 9th in the 22. First car 1 lap down. Michael Birch in 10th. Jeff Grady in 11th in the 51. Dakota Bro in 12th in the 00. Dave Marks Jr. in 13th. Kenny Adair in 14th. Stephen Corley in the 5 car in 15th. Thomas Geyer in the 42 in 16th. Sean Lucas in 17th, Patrick Hazlitt in 18th, Shadow in 19th, and Pillsbury in 20th. Gonna get a word with your race winner here. We're gonna make our way down to victory lane, speak to Info. Hopefully he's not too busy. Well, everybody, we've made it down to victory lane. We're standing here with Info. He parked the number 88 Hellman's Chevy Camaro in victory lane here today at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Tell us how you did it. Tell us how your race went from your perspective.
Well, I knew I had a fast car because I started in the front row, but around stage 1, stage 2, I've noticed my car wasn't really good with traffic. But once I get clean air, I'm able to be faster than everybody else. I don't know how that works, but I was able to catch up to Jay Burr on stage 2, which whenever that happened, I noticed that I'm going to be faster than him if I'm, got clean air more than he does. So at the final restart, I had to make sure that I had a better run than him on the restart and able for me to pass him and get the clean air. Me and him kept going at it for about probably 15, 20 laps or so. And I knew that he pitted a little too early. And so I just stayed out and kept staying out because I knew he would wear his tires out more than me. And I'll have fresher tires than him and I'll be able to pass him like I did.
Were you ultimately confident about that? Did you truly think that the 5-lap pressure tires was enough to reel him back in? How big did you think the gap was going to be?
Well, I was going to stay out longer. I think I had 5 more laps left in my fuel tank, and I was going to do that. But after seeing how fast he was compared to me, I just went ahead and pitted. Once I got up pit road and I saw how far he was, I really just kept pushing it. And I've been trying to avoid lap traffic, especially there was one car that kept on wrecking everybody, and I heard a lot of complaints about him. The 38 car mass spider at the end of the race with about probably 5 laps left. I've noticed that he was bumping everybody in front of me, so I just kept on trying to, slow down, give everybody room. So, if it does happen, like a wreck happens, I'll be able to, go by it. But,
So this is a valuable win for you. It's the second win of your 2019 Motormaster season. That's 3 more playoff points for you. How confident are you going into the playoffs?
um, I say I'll be more confident than I was for about a couple of weeks now. For a couple of weeks now, I've been struggling with a lot of, I guess you could call it speed issues, engine problems, stuff like that. So I'm kind of happy that I won this race.
Yeah, and you did it well in dramatic style with the right strategy call. Congratulations once again.
Thank you.
That was info. Driver of the number 88 Chevy Camaro. We're going to let him go now and get back to celebrating with his race team, and we're going to get a word with your runner-up finisher, and that is Jade Burr in the number 28 car. Joining us now in the NOSSCAR commentary booth, your runner-up finisher in the Harrison 200 at New Hampshire Motor Speedway, Jade Burr, driver of the number 28 car. Thanks for joining us.
Always.
Well, from up here, it looked like you made the right move. Like, as a commentator, I was sitting there thinking, yeah, that's a good call. He's going to be way out in front of him, and, a couple of extra laps, fresher tires is no big deal. But somehow he was able to reel you in. Did you see that coming?
I did. The second the car's handling just went away, and it's honestly just a mystery on what happened. But that car, it just wanted to go to the wall every single lap. I had to slow it down so much not to hit the wall, and I knew once he got to me, it was gonna be over because I couldn't hold him back.
You did well at trying. You didn't. You put up a fight. You went down swinging. You had good speed all race long. Did you have that strategy in mind throughout the entire race, or was that a last minute spontaneous plan?
That's exactly what I wanted to do. I wanted to pit early, knowing that he's gonna try to stretch it out, and it just it it would have worked if the car's handling would have stayed. Just maybe 10 more laps, and it could have been a photo finish between the two of us. It really stinks for this whole team that we came out here, had a solid finish at Kentucky the previous race, and then we sat on the pole, swept the stages, and it just stinks for this whole team.
Well, on a lighter note, you are the points leader still. You entered the points leader, and you're leaving the points leader still. Another week, you're still on top, and there's more bonus playoff points for the points leader at the end of the regular season. How confident are you heading into the playoffs? I've asked a lot of the drivers this recently.
Um, I'm still pretty confident. I believe my average finish after tonight's like a 5.3, so that has to be the best amongst anybody in the series. Um, I'm 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 not looking towards playoffs yet. That's a whole nother can of worms that I'm not ready to open. I'm looking forward to the next few weeks, so we're gonna hopefully try to just stay consistent, continue to keep that points lead, make it grow, and guarantee that we get those extra points at the end of the season. So that's the plan for me, at least.
That's a great way to think about it and go about it. And good job tonight on a second place finish, and good luck to you next week and tomorrow night in the
Thank you.
Truck Series.
Thank you, sir.
That was Jade Burr, driver of the number 28 Ford Mustang, picking up a second place finish here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. Led laps, looked strong, was battling inside the top 5 all race long. He deployed an interesting strategy by short pitting, and it gained him about a 5.5 second lead over Info in the 88. And somehow, someway, Info was able to charge back and take the lead back with about 12 laps remaining. Here in the Harrison 200, we're going to get another interview here, this time with BJ Thomas, driver of the number 99 car, picking up a solid third place finish. Joining us now in the NOSSCAR commentary booth, driver of the number 99 car here in the NOSSCAR Motormaster Series, BJ Thomas. Thank you for joining us.
Pleasure.
You finished third. You had a great race. You were in the thick of things, fighting up there in the top 5 and top 10 all race long. Tell us how your race went from your perspective.
Well, first stage, kept the car clean. Had a few battles, stuck in traffic. So it seemed like once you got out of that traffic, you could run good laps and catch up to the lead pack or lead cars. So, and then stage 2 came around, pitted, gained 2 spots, I think, or 1, and I think finished 7th or 6th, something like that. So I had a good run in the second stage. And then third stage, something happened on the restart, and I capitalized and got 4th out of it. And then I was behind Stranded, Info, and Jade, them all racing it down. So other than that, and then getting past Stranded on with a little bit of a pit strategy, I kind of did. So that's how my race went.
It seemed like tires were very, very important. Somehow Dakota was able to, excuse me, not Dakota, but Info was able to run down Jade Burr for the win, and I didn't, up here as a commentator, didn't think he was going to be able to do that. Did that kind of force your hand to not gamble and do certain strategies? How did that all play out? Did you know from the beginning that you were going to try a strategy?
I was just trying to save my tires because I seen them just hauling it down the straightaways through the turns. So I'm like, I'm not beating up the car like that. So I was just taking it easy, trying use make Strain to use his tires up. I wasn't really using my tires up. I was just trying to run behind him, make him make a mistake, and but I was saving tires, just trying to save tires and keep them for the end. And
I know you don't have a win yet, but from what I've seen all season long, there seems to be a group of about 9 or 10 of yous that are so evenly matched, it is unbelievable. I literally could not choose who's going to win the championship. Couldn't even go as far as taking a guess. It's unbelievable how evenly matched you guys all are. Is there anybody that you have your eye on as perhaps your biggest competition heading into the playoffs?
uh, not really worried about that, but I will say Jade and Keith, they're go-be-to hot shots at it, and Info. That's, but I'm not worried until the playoffs come around and who's ever on the bubble. If I'm on the bubble, if I gotta make moves to get a win or something, I'm sure I'll be there.
Awesome. Great talking to you, and congratulations on a third place finish in the Harrison 200.
Thanks. Have a good night.
That was BJ Thomas. Another playoff point for him, another solid top 5 finish. Remember, the top 3 at the end of the races receive playoff points, 3 for the winner. and one for the drivers finishing in second and third. We're going to get a quick interview with Keith Ayres, the driver who finished in fourth. He may be declining the interview. So we're going to get an interview with the driver who made his debut and picked up a 6th place finish in his effort. Hey, Tony, do you have your voice set to be heard by everybody?
Yes, I do.
Awesome. Joining us now in the NASCAR commentary booth, Tony Flyers, picking up a 6th place finish here in his NASCAR Motormaster Series debut. We saw you out there battling in the top 10. You showed good speed. You showed that your car was handling good in all grooves on the track. Tell us how your day went from behind the seat and behind the wheel.
Well, I think it went pretty good. A big step up from Kentucky, the last race. I finished 19th there, but like 4 laps down. But I think this was a great race for us. Shows that I can compete against everyone and hopefully race for a win eventually.
Awesome. Describe the competition that you were encountering out there.
So it seemed like everyone wanted to dive into the turns, and it was easier to just lay back and coast in until you're at exit. So the competition was like really tough. It was everyone beating on you most of the race.
What are your goals for the remainder of the NASCAR Motormaster Series season?
Probably to finish in the top 5 or win a race.
Awesome. Thank you for joining us, and good job on your 6th place finish here.
Thank you.
That was Tony Flyers making a nice second start of his NASCAR Motormaster Series career. When I mentioned debut, I meant first night of action. 2 races every Monday here in Motormaster Series. Motormaster Monday. Gonna get one more interview before we sign off. Peyton Larson picking up an impressive top 5 finish. And joining us now in the NASCAR commentary booth, driver of the number 19 Toyota Camry in the NASCAR Motormaster Series, Peyton Larson, picking up a top 5 finish, best career finish to date for him in NASCAR. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you. I was kind of worried you went to 6th place and just get 5th, so I was kind of wondering
I
what was
didn't know
going
who
on.
was
but
online, and there's no specific order, trust me. I just figured since
Yeah.
it was his first night, I'd grab him. But
Yeah.
you did good. You grabbed your top 5. You showed good speed. You were actually in the top 5 or top 7, I'd say, all race long. How was the
Yeah.
car feeling from your end? Were you battling worn tires over the course of the run? Everybody was complaining about tires.
I think that's where I had an advantage because I know my team communications, they were hearing that a bunch of other cars were having tire issues, and my tires were holding up pretty well, and I was being able to pass people later in a run. Like Keith in the 16, stage 2, he got a pretty good distance ahead of me, and then at the end I was racing side by side with him for 5th place in stage 2, and with that I kind of stage 3 tried to help myself, and I only took 2, and that's kind of what helped me be in position to get a top 5. And yeah.
This was your first night of NASCAR Motormaster Series action, if I'm not mistaken anyways. What are your plans going forward? Are you coming back?
Yeah, I feel like I'm coming back. Kentucky wasn't a good race for me, but New Hampshire definitely was a good boost. I think I'll should be able to come back, and I look to be able to make this 19 car competitive more than it was today. I felt like even New Hampshire I could have got better results, just needed things to fall the right way. But top 5, I'm happy. First or second race of my season, so I'm just going out there looking for wins necessarily, not really anything else. So
Excellent. Thank you for taking the time to join us, and good job on your top 5 finish.
thank you.
That was Peyton Larson, driver of the number 19 Toyota Camry. Solid top 5 finish. Ran inside the top 7, I'd say, all race long. Capped it off nicely with a 5th place finish. And we're going to cap things off here with that final interview. Thank you to everybody who tuned in to Motormaster Monday. The Kentucky race is available here on the NOSSCAR YouTube channel. Check out the videos section, recent uploads. And definitely, we want to thank you for joining us for the main event here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. The Harrison 200 is in the history books. The first 18 races of 2019 are complete. Jade Burr stays on top of the point standings, but it was Info in the 88 machine winning here at New Hampshire, and it was Dakota Bro in the 00 winning at Kentucky. Good night, everybody, and until next time, stay fast.